Hey Woodies, Woodpops here. You ever been working on that natural edge bowl, the one with the gorgeous bark, and then for no reason at all, a piece of the bark goes flying off into who knows where in your shop? Well, you don't have to throw that bowl away. You don't have to chip the bark off and scorch the rim. You can save it. Watch this video. I'll show you how it's done. Well, in this episode of Expressions in Wood, we're going to delve into fixing a natural edge bowl rim when the bark comes off and you can't find it so you can glue it back on. We're going to do faux bark. We're going to use some super glue by Starbond, the medium thickness and the thin. We're going to use some wood flour. We're going to use a Dremel with a burr tool. Most importantly, we're going to use your imagination. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, do so now. Ring the little bell so you'll be notified when my next video comes out. You wouldn't want to miss it. They're getting better and better. Okay? Well, let's dive right in to faux bark. All right. Let's go. Okay, here's my oak burl. This is another one of the oak burls that Hurricane Irma left for me. And what we're going to do here is we're going to turn this into a natural edge bowl or form, whatever it turns out to be. And then some of the bark is going to come off and we're going to repair it. And that's what the video is about, is how I repair bark when a piece comes off of a natural edge bowl. Really going to turn out nice. Oh, look at that right there. Wow. Yeah. Okay, look at that. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is drill this out. I'm going to find the bottom. I've made a mark on here. That's a nice void. Nice feature. Oh yeah, we're gonna put bark on that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Right in there, we're gonna put bark. All along here. And then up here on the rim where it's rough, we're gonna carve and sculpt that. Nice. We're gonna carve that, this whole rim up here. We're gonna sculpt it and we're gonna put bark on it. And when we're finished, nobody will ever know that it's faux bark, faux bark. Okay, what do you think? I think it's hotter than Hades out here. I gotta go in. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna sculpt our edges because Mother Nature doesn't have these square edges like this. So we're gonna take those square edges, pointy edges off, make them look more natural. And I guess we'll start right here. Okay, what I want here is I want some rounded edges. I don't want square, pointy, sharp edges, so I've sculpted this off right here and right here so that when I add bark to that, it'll be more natural all the way around here. Up here, along here. See how sharp this edge is right here? I'm going to take this sharp edge off. Okay? On this side, right here, these sharp edges, I'm going to take those sharp edges off, and when I add bark to them and I sculpt them, they'll look more natural because we don't want these sharp edges. Same along here. Down here, same thing. You can see that, all those sharp edges. So we're going to try to get rid of those sharp edges so it's more natural. And we're starting to look good. Up here at the top, see this straight line across the top right here? I want to sculpt that too a little bit, make it uneven so that it looks more natural. Same right here, this sharp edge. See that? We have our piece all sculpted. We're ready to start thinking about where we're going to put the bark. And so I want to show you this piece. And while I'm talking here, I want you to look and be thinking about what you would do if you were doing this piece. Okay? This spot right along here is a prime spot for some bark. Okay? Right there. That'll look great. Now we've got a little bit of bark right here on this side. We don't want to mess with that. But we need to extend it down here. We've got a little bit up here. This pit part up here is good. We want to add a little bit right here to blend into that. Okay, along the top here, of course, we're going to put bark all along the top edge. All the way across here, down to match this bark right here, and back over to match the bark in front of this beautiful inclusion. All this bark is good. It's going to stay just like it is. We're going to blend it right up here into the top, right along there. Okay? We really need to decide what we're going to do with this front of this inclusion right here. Okay? This inclusion is pretty nice. It's got some grain patterns in it, which you'll see close up there as you're looking at it right now. And so we'll have to decide as we're going along if we're going to put bark in there. Okay? Okay, we're going to get started here adding faux bark. And the first thing we're going to do, as always, is we're going to put some shellac, some dewaxed shellac, where we don't want the CA glue to stain the wood. Okay, you get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and all along here, I'm going to put the dewaxed shellac where I don't want to stain the wood. Okay, I'll catch back with you later. Okay, I'm laying a foundation here. Oh hey, quick interlude here. Don't forget, I use Starbond. I use quite a bit of it. If you want to buy Starbond, go down into the show notes, click on the Starbond link. It'll take you to the Starbond website. And when you check out, make sure you use the Woodpops code to get your 10% discount. WOODPOPS. Thanks. I appreciate you buying the Starbond through my link. Helps me a lot. Thanks a lot. We're just going to build it up little by little. And remember, this is not the final state, because we're going to put some coarse on it, and then we're going to sculpt it with our Dremel. Okay, we're going to let that dry for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to move on to the coarse wood flour and the medium thickness Starbond.
This is a little more coarse wood flour, and we're using the medium thick Starbond. Then a little bit of thin. A little more thick. More coarse. More thin. A little thick. A little more coarse. A little thin. This part is next. This is thick. This is coarse. A little thin. Let it dry. Next, what we're going to do is build up a little bit on the inside, right along here, and the top, with the coarse and with the medium thick. A little thin. A little thick here. Some really heavy, some shavings. Some sprinkles on top. You like sprinkles on your cupcakes? A little thin. Want to cement this bark in place. We don't want it coming off. So I'm using thin, and that'll ensure that this doesn't come off. This is some nice bark here. Okay, that section is done as far as the faux bark being applied. We still have to sculpt it. We're going to add a little lichen to it. We should be good to go. So this section right here, between my fingertips, is what we're working on. This is some nice bark here. We don't want this coming off. Nothing is worse than doing a project like this, getting back to the editing, discovering that your film is spoiled. Because you can't go back and do it because it's already done. So you have to do it in stages. It takes a long time. That's why I really appreciate it when you subscribe to my channel. And if you were to maybe make a purchase through one of my Amazon links, Makes no difference what you purchase. Just click on my link, go to Amazon, get your supplies. Amazon will give me just a few pennies, which helps me out a lot.
Okay, this is a real skinny one. Fine point. Making crevices, cracks, texture of the bark. Very light touch, very, very light. Just a fog of paint. Q-tip, a Q-tip, black, white, faux bark.
This piece is really coming along nice. It looks great. The only thing left to do now is to sand it, put some finish on it. Oh, yeah, and I've got some cracks and voids here I'm going to fill with crushed stone. You'll have to wait till the end to see what that looks like, or you'll have to watch my video, Crushed Stone Inlay for Cracks and Voids. It's a good one. So as I was saying, we're going to fill these cracks and voids with some crushed stone inlay. Then we're going to sand the piece, put some finish on it, and it'll be complete. And when it's finished, I'll show it to you at the end.
I hope you liked that episode on faux bark. If you did, say so in the comments, please. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Click on my picture right there. No, right there. And the next video is coming up right there. Don't miss it. It's a good one.